Welcome to the DBC Basics tutorial. This tutorial will cover the important things you'll need to know to run DBC, such as how to navigate DBC's file structure and data menu, how to get support, how to access basic system preferences, and how to create a new database file. Upon launching the program, you will see a File Open dialog box similar to the one shown here. There are three levels to DBC's file structure. The first is called the database file. This is the highest level in DBC's file structure, and it's represented by a folder with the DBC logo on it. Database files are identified on your computer with a DF2 file extension. The second level is called the issuer level, represented with a little gray building. Depending on your preferences, the issuer level can represent specific indentures or issuing entities. There can be many different issuer levels within a database file. The individual transactions or bond series are structured beneath the issuer level. They can have different icons associated with them which represent their purpose, such as a new money series or refunding case. Notice that there are two different names for the icons. The first is the short name, which is limited to 8 uppercase characters. The program uses this name to identify various components in the structure. We reference the short name to give the program instructions, such as to transfer funds or investment earnings from one location to another. The long name is used for titles and headings on reports. That provides us with a lot of flexibility over how information is displayed. The program will prompt for short and long names whenever a new component is created, such as an expense, reserve fund, or escrow. To open any series, simply highlight it, then click OK. This is the default view of the data menu. This screen allows us to create a new structure simply by working down the menu options. Notice that the menu is very graphical. With a quick glance, we can see that this particular structure includes serials, cabs, and terms, a project fund, debt service reserve fund and a capitalized interest fund, and insurance premium. Each of these icons or components contains specific information which can be viewed and edited by double-clicking the icon. You may also notice that some text appears in blue, while other text appears in black. Blue text indicates a protected cell, which will not automatically be changed by the program. Generally, a user-defined input is protected and therefore appears in blue, while black text indicates a default or system setting. Wherever there is a grid in the program, you can right-click the mouse or press the F5 key to access various tools, such as copy, modify data, enter dates, insert rows, or several other helpful functions. You can also right-click on a component or press the F5 key to cut, paste, delete, and edit components. This functionality makes it very easy to copy components between series, or to temporarily remove, say, a CAP-I fund to see how the results change. Please keep in mind that the program does not automatically save over your work. It is therefore very important to remember to press the Save button frequently. Should you ever need assistance, you can always press the F1 key to access the help system. This provides context-sensitive help, including definitions, formulas, and examples for the screen that you are working on. The help system also contains a search utility, as well as a very helpful glossary of general finance terminology. You can also access DBC's live support by going to the Help menu, then selecting Email Data to DBC. Simply enter the question in the window provided and click the OK button. This is the best way to contact DBC Support Desk because it sends your question along with the assumptions and preferences associated with your file. You will get this message if you haven't entered your contact information into the program yet. To do so, please go to the Tools menu, select Preferences, then click on the Internet Settings tab. Typically, you just need to enter your name, your company name, email address, and phone number. You can also have the program automatically check for updates by selecting this box here. However, this is sometimes controlled by internal IT departments. In the General tab, we can change the company name that is displayed on reports. Before reports can be printed, we must first calculate the structure. A summary screen is displayed. After calculating, the Print button becomes available. We choose reports simply by moving them from the Available Reports section to the Selected Reports section. To do so, you can use the left arrow button shown here, or you can just double-click the mouse. A single report can be selected multiple times and then reordered as necessary. The information in parentheses indicates the frequency and style of the report. Both of these settings can be changed by clicking the Modify button. Clicking Print will send the reports to the printer, or you can click the View button to preview the reports on the screen. Now we can zoom in on the reports. Notice that the titles and headings use the long names that we defined for the components previously. Also in the print screen is the Access view. This displays the data in a tabbed grid format. This allows you to copy cells and to total selected values. Again, please remember to save your work frequently. Now we'll demonstrate how to create a new database file. We'll start by clicking the Open button. Now we'll click the Database button. Here you may be prompted to close all documents or to select Browse Directory. In the Open Database window, enter the new file name, then click Open. The New button can be used to create a new issuer level or a new series level depending on what is highlighted. Since the database file is currently highlighted, clicking the New button will allow us to create a new issuer level. The program now asks for the short name and long name, as we discussed earlier in this tutorial. Please note that the short name is limited to 8 uppercase characters, and the long name is used for reporting purposes. Notice that the issuer level is now highlighted, so this time when we click the New button, we'll be prompted to create a new series. Now we fill in the short name and the long name for the new series. Then we click OK. And that brings us back to the Data menu screen for the new series which we just created. We'll discuss how to work through the Data menu in subsequent tutorials. This concludes the DBC Basics tutorial.